Hi there, I'm Alex Cunningham, and I'll walk you through this Notion tutorial step by step. Let's jump right in.
Welcome back to Kevin How To. In today's tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to make blocks in Notion, the essential skill that unlocks true flexibility and creativity in your digital workspace. Whether you're new to Notion or just want to get more comfortable building pages, by the end of this video you'll know not only how to add blocks, but how to think about them as the smartest way to organize just about anything. So, let's get right into it. First things first, what exactly is a block in Notion? If you've just opened Notion for the first time, you might notice that the app doesn't use paragraphs or sections the way a typical word processor does. Instead, in Notion, every single element on a page is considered a block. This can be a simple line of text, a big title heading, an image, a checkbox for your to-do list, an entire database, or even a file from your computer embedded right on the page. Think of blocks like Lego pieces. Each block can be moved, deleted, duplicated, edited, or rearranged, just like snapping and rearranging Lego bricks to build whatever you imagine. This is where Notion's flexibility really shines, because you aren't locked into one way of organizing your notes or tasks. You can design a page that perfectly suits your needs and change it up anytime. Let's start hands-on. Open up a Notion page. To create your first block, simply click where you want to begin and type text. You'll see a little menu pop up. Don't worry, Notion is just showing you all the options you can use. Select text, and now you can type a word, sentence, or any information you want. This is the foundation for most of your pages. Now, suppose you want to add a heading to organize your ideas. Type or heading. Notion will let you pick between heading 1, heading 2, or heading 3. Headings act like section titles in a book. For example, if you're building a project page, you might use heading 1 for your main project name sauce, then heading 2 for subsections like research or timeline. It creates visual structure and makes your page easier to scan. Let's spice it up a little more. If you want to stay productive, type to do. This adds a checkbox block, a super handy way to build interactive task lists. Maybe you're planning a trip or tracking daily habits. Just jot each item next to a checkbox, and when you finish a task, simply click the box to mark it off. It's both satisfying and functional. As you keep working, remember that anything you add, a photo, a calendar, even an embedded Google Drive file, works the same way. Just type the slash, and Notion will show you every block type available. This part might take a few minutes of experimenting, so don't worry if you feel a little overwhelmed by all the choices at first. Start simple with text and to-dos, and as you get comfortable, try mixing in images, videos, and databases to bring your pages to life. You can move blocks by grabbing them with your mouse and dragging them. So if you want to rearrange your thoughts or reorder your tasks, it's as easy as sliding things around. Over time, you'll start to see how powerful this system is. Imagine blocks as little cards you lay out on your desk. You can sort, stack, and group them however feels best for you. So there you go. With just a few slash commands, you're set to build anything from a personal journal to a robust project tracker. Explore, play around, and let your creativity guide you. Notion's blocks make it possible. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button, and let me know in the comments if you have questions or want to learn about more advanced block types. And don't forget to subscribe to Kevin How To for more practical guides to mastering your favorite tools. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.